All right, let's talk about this next thing. I have a few different things I want to talk about. First, we're going to talk about this thread over the past 100 years of technology. It's pretty cool. Shows something that was an amazing feat in 1922, right? And then fast forward 100 years, something that is similar but way better. All right, it's pretty cool. I found this because Elon Musk tweeted on it, and he said something I don't agree with at all. Interestingly enough, I don't agree with Elon Musk on everything, and this is one of those things. I'll show you what his tweet said, but I'm not going to dwell on it. All right, but you'll see. Okay, you'll see when we get there. All right, this is from Peter Diamandis, MD. Okay, and he says it's just a cool thread, so I'm just going to read it all. All right, wait, why? Where's the thread? Why is the thread not there? It is. Okay. We tend to forget the magnitude of our progress in the last decade. Despite everything bad that happens in the world, we can't deny the great abundance in which we live, which is very true. Let me just start by saying I think there's too many people that this applies to, that we don't understand how much we really have, how good we really have it, right? Because for most of humanity, and I'm talking most of all humanity, probably 99% of humanity, you had to worry about growing food, storing it for the wintertime, or else you were going to starve, or worrying about your neighbor coming to steal it from you, or the next country over coming to kill you and steal your women and take your food and take over your lands to grow their crops for them to stay alive. That was basically human life. All right. There's been times of societies functioning in a time where you didn't have to fight to live like that. Sure, throughout history, like now, for example, we don't actually have to do that for the most part. I mean, obviously, the whole Ukraine-Russia thing, and now Poland's getting involved. I think I heard about that, which is really sad. I really don't want World War III to start. I mean, it's less than, I don't know, probably like 700 miles from where I am right now. I mean, I'm across the water from Poland, right? So I'm very close to this, what's going on. I don't know if people realize that, but it will very much affect me if something escalates there. Anyway, basically what I'm saying is we've got it good, all right? And I want people to recognize that. Anyway, he made a nice list. He said, to put it in perspective, here are a few of the top breakthroughs of 1922 versus 2022. Okay, he's going to make some quick comparisons. 1922, 40% of Americans had access to electricity. 2022, 100% of Americans have access to electricity. Well, I mean, there's 100% of Americans have access to electricity. 100%? I don't know. I feel like there's some homeless people that might not have access to electricity. But I get it. It's pretty much true. 1922, 35% of U.S. households had telephones. 2022, 85% of Americans own a smartphone. That's actually not really surprising. That makes sense. 1922, life expectancy was 58 years for men and 61 years for women. And in 2022, life expectancy is 68 years for men and 73 years for women. Now for the breakthroughs. Number one, in 1922, the first manually retractable convertible car hardtop was invented. I gotta say, that is a sexy car. All right. I don't know about you. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was a movie I grew up with. You know, it was one of the first movies I remember seeing. Very, I don't know how many people know that movie. There's probably a bunch of people that know that movie in here, but I see this and I'm like, oh man, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Look how dope that is. Now, fast forward 100 years, 2022, the US FAA proposed new rules that help pave the way for commercial air taxi operations by 2025, with the goal of air taxis in operations by the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. The Olympics are going to LA? Oh no. That's sad. 1922, the electric blender was invented for making malts and milkshakes. Look at that. Look at that image. I mean, That's a beautiful looking blender, let's be honest. Man, they don't make them like they used to. It's all trash now. Like, that was probably metal. This thing probably was heavy and probably still works today. It probably still works. Fast forward 100 years, Tesla unveiled its humanoid robot called Optimus, which stands about 5 foot 8 inches tall with a head that contains Tesla's AI chip. The current version of Optimus can lift 150 pounds, carry up to 45 pounds, and travel 5 miles an hour. Back in 1922, the radial arm saw was invented to cut and shape long pieces of stock material. That is awesome. Look at this freaking thing. You imagine not having that and then how much more you can do with having that type of saw? As a woodworker, a carpenter myself, like, it's amazing. Once you get a saw like that, ooh, yeah, amazing. Fast forward 100 years, we just talked about this the other day. Net positive fusion was achieved. This just happened like 3 weeks ago. Scientists at California's National Ignition Facility in Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory announced they achieved a net energy gain in a fusion reactor for the first time, resulting in a net energy gain of 1.5 megajoules. Really huge, really huge. 1922, insulin was used for the first time in a person to treat diabetes. Oh, that's huge. If only we could get off our sugar addiction, we might not actually have to deal with diabetes as much. In 2022, breakthrough vaccines for malaria and all influenza strains were discovered. This is actually new information for me. I didn't know about this. Novel malaria vaccine developed by Oxford University scientists was found to be up to 80% effective at preventing infections. That doesn't sound like a vaccine to me. just gonna leave that right there. A December team led by GW University developed 2 highly effective mRNA vaccines that reduce both malaria infection and transmission. Holding my tongue. I'm going to skip this next part because I don't really want to get in trouble here. Anyway, other health breakthroughs in 2022, scientists from the Weizmann Institute of Science in Israel were able to grow mouse embryos in a lab without the use of sperm, egg, or a womb. Great. I've lived to see nightmares beyond my human comprehension. Google-owned company DeepMind solved the 3D structures of roughly 200 million proteins known to science. Oh, Google. A combination of Moderna's all right, this is where I have to stop. Because this is when I saw Elon Musk tweet this. He just simply wrote, synthetic mRNA has incredible potential. Okay. I'm going to move on because I don't agree at all. That's all I'm going to say. I don't agree. I'm allowed to say I don't agree, right? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I just don't agree. You know what? You guys made a good point. It does have great potential. But is it a good potential or a bad potential? Okay. So maybe I do agree with him. Thank you, chat. You guys are onto something. All right. I like it. But I do need to move on because I can't get too into it. Let's move on to who got canceled this year. Got this great article. Who got canceled in 2022 from Will Smith to Ticketmaster? First, Adam Levine. Oh, that's right. Adam Levine and his cheating on his wife with some young girl that was upset that he, whatever. He posted, I don't know. I don't want to dwell on this one too much. She posted some screenshots of some text messages between them, whatever. Shia LaBeouf, why did he get canceled? What did he get canceled for? Let's see. Ex-girlfriend Twigs accused him of abuse, therefore dimming his return to stardom. She accused him of sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. She said he even threatened to crash the car they were both in if she did not profess her love for him. Recently, abuse allegations came back to haunt LaBeouf when reports surfaced that he was fired from the thriller Don't Worry, Darling, after director Olivia Wilde said she sought to protect Florence Pugh from the Even Stevens actor. He denied them all and said he quit due to scheduling conflicts. All right, well, I don't believe all women. I think the term "believe all women" is a load of crap. I believe evidence, and I don't see any evidence. I never saw any evidence of any of this shit. And Olivia Wilde, there was a whole bunch of controversy with Shia here and like some other shit, and it's just like, yeah. Anyway, James Corden. Oh, right, he was a complete asshole at that restaurant, right? Yeah, he made headlines after reportedly screamed at waitstaff and earned him a lifelong ban from the eatery. All right, come on. Let's be honest. James Corden is not canceled. He toes the narrative perfectly. That dude's not canceled. All right, maybe Adam Levine's not canceled. That's bullshit too. Shia might be canceled. I don't know. I haven't seen him around. So far, this list is 1 for 2 or 1 for 3. Ellen DeGeneres, she didn't get canceled. Bullshit. This list is bullshit. Ellen DeGeneres did not get canceled. Come on. Yeah, she was an asshole to her workers. Okay. And I mean, all right, she didn't get canceled. This one's rich. Ezra Miller, he's still the Flash. Flash movie's coming out. They still have him as the Flash. They didn't reshoot it. That, as far as I know, this man should be in jail. From what I've seen, this man's basically a pedo. Alleged pedo, but it certainly seems like it. Joe Rogan? They think Joe Rogan got canceled? Bullshit. Oh, he had some racial slurs. Yeah, no, he was talking about the word. He's a comedian podcaster that was talking about the N-word. He wasn't just calling people the N-word. He was talking about how interesting the word is and how it's okay for some and not others. And like, that was the whole conversation. So the context was they just took the clip and this list is bullshit. I'm sorry. Clarence Thomas. No, what? How is he canceled? Let's read about this one. In July, Thomas stepped down from his teaching in fall semester constitutional law class at George Washington University following backlash from his Roe v. Wade decision. 2 days after the Roe v. Wade ruling was released, Thomas' detractors launched a change.org petition to remove him as a teacher at the university. Those racists. With the recent Supreme Court decision that has stripped the right to bodily autonomy of people. No, it didn't. No, that's bullshit. That's not whoever's saying who's saying it. I don't even give a shit. Oh, that's the petition? Okay, well, first off, that's bullshit. It didn't strip the rights. It gave the rights back to the people. It said the government can't control you. You have to decide for yourself. I'm sick of that fucking argument. God. I'm not even going to finish reading that. This man's a freaking American icon. Justice Clarence Thomas, you're one of the best of us. Bette Midler, she didn't get canceled. Oh, what the hell do they think canceled is? You get in trouble for some shit online? No. Getting canceled is like when you get removed. When you get removed off of platforms and lose all of your jobs. That's getting canceled. Bette Midler faced her curtain call in July after tweeting about the trans community and the language used to describe them. Women of the world, we were being stripped of our rights over our bodies, our lives, and even our name, scribed the Hocus Pocus. Is that all she's known for, is Hocus Pocus? They don't call us women anymore. They call us birthing people or menstruators or even people with vaginas. Don't let them erase you. Every human on earth owes you. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. Based Midler? I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. They are erasing women. You're not allowed to be a woman anymore. You're a birthing person. That's bullshit. Like, women, chromosomes, dick or no dick. I mean, you're born with a dick. You're a man. Sorry, you will never be a woman. Ever. Call me a transphobe all you want. You're still a man. Identify how you will and stop giving a shit what other people think. Why would you care what I think? You believe you are who you are. You start fucking with kids, though, we've got issues. And don't take women's spaces away. We got issues for that, too. Anyway, Bette Midler, I think she apologized, didn't she? Yeah, I don't know if she. Oh yeah, no, she didn't apologize. She says online critics immediately slammed her Beaches Beaches actor, saying that the language used erases members of the trans community. No, they exist. They're just not women. They're just not women. You're a man. She did apologize. Okay, Chell says that she did. Says her tweet was about women in response to a New York Times article published in July, and there was no intention of anything exclusionary or transphobic in what she said. Yes, but that's what they think. They think it's transphobic if you don't erase women from the world. Who the hell is Lady Susan Hussey? Her name is Susan Hussey. I don't even know who this is, and I don't care. Ticketmaster. Oh yes, this is because of they were selling Taylor Swift stuff, right? Right. Ticketmaster caused bad blood with Taylor Swift fans after denying them tickets of her highly anticipated The Eras tour. Swifties, is that what they're called? Swifties? Swifties queued up for as long as 8 hours for tickets to either be dropped in the middle of waiting or to be told there were no more tickets available. Yeah, and they were insanely expensive, so I hear. Kanye West. Now, this is the first instance of actual canceling. Kanye West has actually been canceled, okay? He lost his bank. Well, he was already closing that bank account. Now that I've dug into it a little more, it's not like they dropped him. He was already closing it, and they were like, look, you're going to have to just close it sooner now. So it wasn't the same, but Adidas dropped him. I don't think Balenciaga dropped him though, which is kind of fucking weird. Yeezy come, Yeezy go. Not bad, not bad. I usually hate buns. Kanye West faced a spectacular. It's Ye, New York Post. Ye West faced a spectacular fall from grace this year after the heartless rapper unleashed a storm of anti. Gosh, he explained himself. He said some crazy shit though. I'll give you that. He did say some crazy shit. Yeah, this guy got canceled. Balenciaga didn't get canceled. No one's. Yeah, Burn Balenciaga was trending for a little bit, but the rich people are probably still pedos and probably still are buying and spending lots of money on Balenciaga. All right, Will Smith. I don't know if he's actually canceled, but he didn't. He kind of canceled himself. Let's be honest. I mean, this really sucks because I really liked Will Smith for a long. I mean, I still like Will Smith. I don't respect him as much as I used to. I grew up watching Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Being, growing up around West Philly myself. When I was in high school, I just I always liked, and I liked his character. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a great show, and I always liked Will Smith movies. He's got a lot of Will Smith movies that are awesome, and it's just sad, to see him become so cucked to a woman. And let me hold on, let me take this down for a second. I understand when you lose your confidence because of a woman, when you are no longer can be yourself because of a woman, that's not the woman for you. You have to find the woman that actually loves you for who you are and amplifies what you do instead of like not loving you and not wanting to be with you. And this man just allowed her to. It's just really sad. And then for him to take it out on Chris Rock, who it was a funny joke. G.I. Jane 2, when's that come out? Like, oh, she's got no hair. Like, she's got alopecia. She claims. I don't know if she really does, but if she does, that still was a funny joke. Doesn't matter. So he kind of canceled himself with that slap. Oh, and that's the last one. All right, and then the final thing of 2022, there has been over 7 million doses seized in 2022. The DEA has announced that's 7 million doses of fentanyl that have been seized. That's the doses that they found, that they caught coming across our border. That's right, Biden, you fucking asshole. And Kamala, you bitch. Why don't you protect the border in America instead of worrying about all other countries? They sent 10 times the amount to Pakistan for gender studies in this new pork-filled omnibus bill. Now, the more I find out about that bill, the more bullshit it is. All right? Stop the fentanyl coming across. They're trying to destroy America. They want America out of the way. Who's they? The elites of the world. Duh. The World Economic Forum. Maybe China. Klaus Schwab just said, oh, yeah, Xi Jinping's onto something. It's like, so are you two working together? Could you imagine that? The World Economic Forum and China getting together and going, yeah, let's control the planet. And then they get America out of the way. Guess what's going to happen to the planet? It's going to come under the control of the World Economic Forum Communist Party. Sick of this shit.